Welcome everybody back to the Dragon's Lair. My name is Wade, and this is a very special edition of Only Lore, where we're going to be covering a very specific topic of Tyranid lore. And I made this for my friends in the Facebook group who we've been talking about, and I said I was going to make this, so here we go. What are the Tyranids running from? The answer to the question is they're not running from anything. So this is a very common thing that we hear about. Here's how it all got started. I'm in a Facebook group. There's a meme with many more panels than this, but this is where I always pipe in whatever the Tyranids are running from. The Tyranids aren't running from anything. And yes, I'm a Tyranid player, so I am kind of prejudiced when it comes to this. But let me just say this. If they're running from anything, they're running from starvation because we hungry, okay? Let me tell you what. Everyone and everything tastes good. I really hope that I draw the sort of attention from my mentors, both Luton and Westhammer, on this one, because I hear this a lot, and I'm the guy that always responds with not running. So if you're on Facebook and you're in these groups, I'm in like 85 of them, and someone talks about what the Tyranids are running from, and you see a person respond not running, a lot of times it's me. And here's why. I'm going to break it down for you. This is really cool. I'm super excited. Sorry, I'm a little sick. So, anyways, there are some major theories of why the Tyranids are invading our galaxy. One of the theories is that they're drawn to the light of the Astronomicon, which I actually like that one the most, even though the truth is strangely close to that. Drawn to the light of the Astronomicon. Another theory is they've eaten everything else. So the 40K galaxy, our galaxy, Milky Way, is the only thing that's left, and everything else has been devoured. Or perhaps we're just the ones that were adjacent to where not the Necrons, but where the Tyranids were. There's that. And then there's the theory that they're running from something. The idea that they're running from something is bunk. It's bunk. It's crap. Let me tell you what. So I did some look into this, and I looked through this codex, and I looked through this codex. I have like 5 Tyranid codexes, all the way up to present. I've played Tyranids for like 30 years. I'm 42. So let me just put that out there, okay? I've been around a little bit. And what I am able to tell you is that the earliest idea of this comes from the fifth edition codex on page 6, where it says intergalactic predators. So let me make this big for you here. And it's talking about it's possible the Tyranids have been preying on galaxies since time immemorial, and ours is the latest to feel its predations. Whatever the truth of the Tyranids, to have endured such an epic voyage must have required both the greatness. Okay, I'm sorry, I started in the wrong place. It's up here. Whatever the Tyranids whether the Tyranids made this perilous journey because they had already consumed everything worth in their own galaxy, or in flight of another even more fearsome race. Sorry for all that confusedness. I'll leave this up here if you want to read it. That is from the 5th edition Codex, page 6, Intergalactic Predators. Now, after that, on codexes, 6th edition, that paragraph gets a little bit bigger, and they include what if the Tyranids are running from some sort of catastrophe, some sort of apocalypse. But basically, it's the same paragraph with more information in it. So, as far as anyone knows, and I've done some deep diving out there, as far as anyone knows, this in the 6th edition Codex from 2009. So, right now, I'm making this video in 2025. So, from the Codex in 2009, which was 5th edition, that's the first place where this idea comes from. I've got the Codex right here in my hand, where it comes from. The picture on the screen is I took a picture of my Codex. So right there. Anyways, so that's the first place that this comes from. And it's presented as a who knows, whatever. It's not a fact. The meme is presenting it as a fact, but this is not a fact. It's a possible theory, is what the Codex from 2009 says. All right, so let me hit you with some truth. The actual information of what drew the Tyranids to our galaxy although I'd like it to be the Astronomicon, and I think that that's really fun, and that's really what I wish it was, is something called the Pharos device. So the Pharos device comes up in a novel in 2016. The novel is called Pharos, and I'll sum it up real quick for you. Basically, there's this device. It's a bioneurological device. It's made of black stone. It eventually becomes known as a Necron device. It's discovered in the Horus Heresy era, and Gilliman actually uses it as a psychic beacon, psychic beacon, to draw other loyalists together. Well, sooner or later, some Night Lords find out about it, and they want to use it to contact Corax. And it becomes this big fight over it. And in the novel, there's this big epic fight over it. And basically, it's one of those like, well, if the Empire can't have it, then nobody can have it, and they detonate it, they blow it up. It doesn't get destroyed, and because it's Necron, it slowly starts to repair itself. And there are other Pharos devices. Belisarius Cawl has declared that he found a different one, but it was already destroyed when he found it. Anyways, the point is, if you go to, and there will be a link down in the description, if you go to 40K Wiki fandom, this right here, Beacon for the Hive Fleets, is a section from that. Unknown to all involved, the sudden burst of psychic power from this device during the overload at the Battle of Satha reverberated across space-time into the vast intergalactic wilderness, where it was detected by the advanced scouts of the Tyranid Hive Fleets. Made aware of the existence of sentient life in the nearby Milky Way galaxy, the Tyranid Hive Fleets set the Great Devourer's course towards the vast new source of biomatter. It would take nearly 10,000 standard years for the Hive Fleets to arrive in the late 41st millennium, but these events of the Horus Heresy had unwittingly set into motion the greatest alien threat mankind would ever know. Okay, so the Pharos device from the novel Pharos, when they detonate it, it sends out a shockwave that the Tyranids perceive, and they're like, hey, what's that over there? And they're drawn to it. So, like I said, I wished it was the Astronomicon, but it looks like it's the Pharos device. I've seen this debate and this argument go on from forever, and why I made this video was because all of these discussions in these Facebook groups and whatnot, everyone is like, well, I thought this or I heard that, and I wanted to bring everything together with sources into a space. And if I seem like I'm jazzed, I'm not mad. I'm just super excited. I got really excited to make this video and to present this to you guys because I love lore smiths like Wes Hammer and Luton. And if you guys ever see this, like I've seen a ton of your videos a ton of times. But what's completely fun for me and ironic, go to the Warhammer wiki page for the Pharos device, read all of that, and when you look into the fun trivia bits, Pharos was the name of a very famous lighthouse. So the author of the 40K novel knew what they were doing when they named it the Pharos device. It's a very famous real world historical lighthouse. And I just thought that was fun. So I'm going to link to the Warhammer wiki page. Also, I'm going to link to a YouTube video. There's a guy, I don't know very much about him. He does these great, like, in-character Warhammer readings, and he's got a great excerpt from the Pharos novel where it talks about the detonation of the Pharos device drawing the Tyranids' attention. And it's great. It's wonderful. I thought about recreating it, and then I was like, no, this guy nailed it, knocked it out of the park, did an amazing, wonderful job. So I'm just going to slide a link into that guy. Go ahead and show him some love. I don't even know if he's creating anymore, but I saw it. I listened to it. Super epic. Gave me the tingles. Yes, I am a Tyranid player. Yes, I love me some Tyranids. And it's not just that I'm offended or insulted by the idea that there could be something bigger than the Tyranids. Some people like that idea. Some people don't like that idea. I'm here to tell you this is just what it is in the lore. And here are my facts. Here are the figures. Here's everything else. You decide but I have given you the information to make an informed opinion. We here at the Dragon's Lair understand that you can spend your time and look at your lore anywhere. Thank you for spending your time here with us at the Dragon's Lair.